welcome back once again to Simplified Parenting with Emotionally Healthy Child, where we deep dive into parenting challenges and offer practical and actionable solutions. I'm your host Suhasni from Mommy Show Musings. The other day, I was talking to one of my close friend, and he mentioned that his teenage son was not at all listening to him and always likes to spend only in his room, closed up, and his interest in studies is also declining. Hearing this, I casually commented to my friend saying that maybe his son is undergoing a lot of anxiety and stress, and this behavior might be the result of those anxietal attacks. Listening to my statement, my friend was surprised and said, "Why should he undergo anxiety? He has everything what he needs in life. Whatever he asks, I'm giving him right away. So, what is the need for anxiety?" That was the end of that situation, and finally, we had a lengthy discussion and we moved on. But now you must be understanding that going to talk today about mostly the teen stress and anxiety, right? This teen stress and anxiety is one topmost issue as per the recent reports, which is affecting more and more families across the globe. What parents don't understand that today's teens are dealing with pressures that we as parents might not have faced to the same degree when we are teenagers. Here is a quick list of major stressors they are undergoing in their day-to-day lives. In fact, our teens are growing up in an age or time which is totally unimaginable when we are teens. So, here is the list for you all. First and foremost, the academic pressure. We as parents are also one of the reasons for increasing this academic pressure on our teens. We all know that unless the teens prepare and perform at a highest level possible to visible, they will not be able to get into or prestigious college for their graduation, post graduation. And unless they complete their graduation, post graduation in the esteemed university, they will not get a good job. And this preparation starts as early as middle school itself. Then comes the social pressure. Friendships, fitting in, and as even avoiding bullying are huge parts of their day to day lives. Social dynamics can be draining, especially when they're trying to find where they fit in. And their hormones also start playing havoc at this stage only. So, managing their crushes, their love life also falls under the social pressure umbrella itself. Next comes social media, which is a massive influence on the stress. Social media, constantly being on social media causes depression and anxiety even in adults. So then you can imagine teenagers whose brain is still developing, right? Teenagers often feel like they need to present a perfect life online. This means curated photos, witty captions, constant compassion with others, witty comments, all of which can lead to feelings of inadequacy and even anxiety. We also can't ignore family expectations and dynamics, right? Our teens know pretty well that we do have high expectations on them as parents. And so they always try to work hard and harder to meet our expectations. And at some point, because of all this underlying anxiety and inadequacy feelings, they might say, "What is the use for striving hard? Anyway, my parents will not be happier with me at any cost." So, these family expectations are also causing a lot of stress in them. And finally, their uncertain future is the biggest another stressing factor for them because they don't know what is going to be there in future for them, and sometimes most teens are also defining who they are, what they would like to do, what they want to do in the future, and all the stuff. It's a lot to handle without right tools and right mentors. It can feel very really overwhelming and draining for your teams. So these are the most important factors which cause highest amount of stress in your teen, and that reflects in their behavior. So now you can understand it based on the following symptoms like mood swings, a lot of irritability, anger displays, emotional outbursts, avoiding activities that they enjoyed a lot till date, avoiding friends and other family members, getting closed up in their own room, loss of appetite or binge eating, changes in sleep patterns, frequent complaints of headaches and stomach aches, getting glued to their mobile and video games, decline in academic performance, or some of the high level symptoms that teens exhibit when they are undergoing a lot of stress and anxiety. So now you might be asking, what should we do as parents? As parents, one of the most powerful things that we can offer our teens is a safe and open space where they can share what is there on their minds, what is nagging them. So please spend time with them even when they try to send you away. Stick to your gut feeling and provide that safe harbor to pour out their feelings. They will start opening up only when you practice active listening and you put away all your distractions and concentrate on them. Please don't jump to solve their problems for them. They don't need your help right now. They want somebody to listen to them without any judgment. They want to be heard and understood, which means letting them talk without interrupting or immediately giving advice. Try asking questions like, "Oh, how did that make you feel? What's been on your mind lately?" And don't relate your teenage stories because you grew up in an era which is totally different from the era in which the current generation of teenagers are growing up, right? So don't compare your teenage years to your children's teenage years. Try to invite them for deeper conversations and meaningful conversations. If they are not opening up to you within the confines of the house, please do try taking them out for a walk outside or to the park nearby or for a swim. Because being in nature suits one's mind automatically, and most of the teens talk to you when they don't have to look at your face and read your facial expressions because they feel that they get stressed out if they see anger or disappointment in your face. So that's one of the reasons why they try to calm down and close their mouth. So go for long drives, discuss with them, just casually start asking. Then they'll start opening up and they start sharing whatever is nagging them. Also, as a family, try practicing meditation, deep breathing exercises, and journaling, praying together, having dinners together, and other techniques to calm their anxious mind. Give them that confidence that you are there for them, irrespective of whatever may be the result. These will help them in the long run when they start using them as their own coping mechanisms on their own without you pushing them. To wrap up, parenting teens is a journey, and the more we learn to understand their world, the better we are equipped to help them manage the inevitable ups and downs that life throws at them. So that's all, my dear friends, for today's episode. Thank you for tuning into the Simplified Parenting with Emotionally Healthy Child podcast show. If you find today's episode helpful, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave us a review. Remember, even the smallest steps can make a big difference. Until next time, take care and keep supporting your teens through all your life challenges. Take care. Bye bye from your host, Suhasini.